Well, I think there's a lot of people that are looking at AI as these AGI, general intelligence, that would be sentience, that would be cognitive. I think that's a great definition for where maybe things will go one day. That's not where we are today. As an investor, what I'm interested in investing in very applied AI solutions. That means narrow AI, things that are doing something very specific in a specific industry, leveraging proprietary data. And so my definition would be a system that is able to analyze information and evolve and get better over time as the environment changes over them or they get more data. I think AI is making great progress. I mean, I don't know if it's actually making progress. I think we just have more computing power to do what we have already been done for a long time. And so we're now able to process it faster. We have a lot more data that was not available before. As a result of that, the result we're obtaining by applying algorithms that have been pretty matured over the last 50 years are finally paying off and giving results that are pretty exciting in real time, and making it real time, making it conversational. So I think where AI is really good today is in the vision space, in the cognitive and NLP space, and understanding of human conversations. I think that's where we're making great progress. And in very narrow ways, you can create delightful experience or increase productivity significantly and start having things being more autonomous. We're going from a world of automation to a world of autonomous. And that's really kind of the revolution that we're facing today. And that's going to be very impactful in the next 5 to 10 years. We had 50 years to transition from agricultural world to industrial world, and we're going to have 5 to 10 years to cope with the changes coming our way with AI. So Bootstrap Lab, we're active investors in the space, and we look at different verticals. We'll see that fintech, Internet of Things, future of work, which is really the disruption of how we work and collaborate, and then also transportation logistics are key areas. Healthcare is getting very interesting at the same time. So if you think about sectors that have not seen the kind of adoption of technology the same way as others have, healthcare and education come to mind for obvious reasons. Go-to-market strategies are hard, regulated environments. So these have been kind of shied away from a lot of VCs over time, similarly with clean tech areas. But I think, what keeps me up at night, I've got 2 kids, and I'm like, what's the world going to look like? Are we designing a world that will actually include human beings, in the sense that there are 2 kinds of AI, if you think about it. There's the ones that are going to completely reduce the jobs, and there's the ones that are going to actually augment your jobs. I think we're going to see both emerging, and the question is, what kind of future are we designing for ourselves and for the people behind us? So I think about that. I think how their education world is going to change. I think how the way we work is going to change, or maybe we're not going to work as much. But then there's a whole different debate around relocation of resources and wealth. Well, I think, by the way, we know the founder, Alexei, is always a great person to gather the troops and really bring together a combination of both technical as well as kind of people that are in different fields, whether it's design, whether it's thought leaders, whether it's actually investors like ourselves. So I think that diversity is very important. You need people from all horizons to participate into this new technology and shaping the world going forward with it. So that's what I'm enjoying most, is actually bringing the community together. At Bootstrap Lab, we also have our big community around us, and we host events. We think that's very important to collaborate and share best practices and thoughts around that.